Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hibbity Hop, bringing you a StarCraft 2 commentary. And we have here a Zerg versus Terran, and I am the green Zerg, Hop, and my opponent is Tabasco, the orange Terran. And basically, this game, I want it to be kind of a teaching tool. It's a very short game, and I want to say very short, and there is cheese. I would call this build cheese. And this build is good for Zerg players who see a Terran walling in, and you see a weakness in that wall, and that weakness being a supply depot. So basically, I'm pretty sure some of you know what I'm talking about. This is going to be the Baneling Bust. And I'm kind of giving it away, but I'm going to give a quick step-by-step tutorial on how to do the Baneling Bust. It's a very simple build the Zerg can execute among Terran who are walling off with supply depots. And I think the timing is pretty good for this as well. So we're just going to see here. We're just going to see the timing on what I get. And wow, this was very bad macro on my part. I shouldn't be getting 3 eggs at once. Anyways, at 13 drones, sorry, 13 drones, my mistake, you want to get an Extractor. And after you do that, you actually want to get a spawning pool when you build up to 13 drones once again. And then you want to, of course, put your guys on gas. So that's what's going down for now. I'm doing a little scouting here, trying to get by. Fortunately, I do, and I kind of neglect my drone for a little bit, so he's gonna take a couple hits. Hopefully, he doesn't die. I don't remember this game; it was a while ago. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was very close. My opponent is now scouting my base, and the spawning pool went down at 13. So 13 drones, and wow, I have a lot of unused larvae. So there come my terrible macro. Excuse me, man. I've been coughing lately. Sorry, I have this chronic cough. Well, I wouldn't diagnose it as a chronic cough. I don't know why I've been coughing so much. Besides the point, I see this Wallin, and this is a very weak Wallin. What Terran should do usually is build a factory and a barracks, which is a very strong Wallin, and you basically can't break that down with Banelings. So this isn't a bad thing. Because I don't know if a lot of players actually do use the Baneling Bust, but it's great. This is a weakness that the Zerg can use, that they can take to their advantage and win the game easily. So what I'm doing at this point is I'm getting my queen, and I'm also getting my speed at 17. And right at 17, you want to stop, and then you want to get a Banelings Nest, which I'm waiting. I need enough minerals. There we go. And I am building it. There we go. Yep, that's the Banelings Nest. So I build a Banelings Nest, and what I do here is, after the queen comes out, all I do is build Zerglings. All I'm going to be doing is building Zerglings. I'm going to be neglecting harvesters. So that's the reason why this build is so cheesy. You will have no economy if this build fails. And if your opponent is successful in holding this build off, you are most likely going to be out of luck. Because your opponent can make a quick counterattack, and he's going to be able to kill your base so fast. You just won't have enough workers. And obviously my opponent is already soaring ahead of me. I wouldn't say soaring, but he has a couple more workers than me. So right now I'm rallying my troops. And this is the funny thing. My opponent actually could see these Zerglings coming up and down, but he was too preoccupied, I think, looking at his base macroing up, which, you know, every player is accountable for doing. Everyone's done that before. You're just too busy macroing up. And right here, I get my speedlings upgrade, so they're gonna be 10 times more vicious, 10 times faster, 10 times more awesome. And here, okay, this is the proper amount of Banelings you want to get. You want 5 Banelings, and that's the exact amount you need to break down the supply depot. So you just want to make sure that your opponent doesn't have too many Marines up top to destroy or to kill some of your Banelings. So what I actually should have done, maybe thrown in a couple Zerglings to take a few shots and then move to my Banelings. But, you know, I just moved all my Banelings at once, and he doesn't have any time. He's trying to react by building another building, but it's too late. He doesn't have enough minerals, actually. So I am able to swoop in with my Zerglings, do a lot of damage. And as you can see, look I only have 15 harvesters, so I'm neglecting to build harvesters. These are all going to be Zerglings. They're soon going to be flooded into his base. And my opponent looks like he was going to go for a Siege Shank Rush, which unfortunately, fortunately for him, I was able to get my banelings in there and break down his tank. And this move right here, my opponent actually shouldn't have moved the tank away. I think he could have killed my Zerglings if he didn't move that away. That was unfortunate. And this is great. This is great. I should have known something was up when my Zerglings were running into a wall. Unfortunately, I was a little confused. I was like, what, where are all my Zerglings? They should be in the base, be in his base by now. So I'm like, oh, he rebuilt the wall. And at this point, I was like, you know, I think I have the upper hand. He has no workers. He has 4 workers. Sorry. He has 4 workers, and I'm able to bust down this wall just using Zerglings alone. So my opponent is going to GG, and I think this is just a nice game to see that, you know, there are weaknesses that you can take advantage of, especially if a Terran builds his wall with supply depots, which I have seen Terran players build 3 supply depots in the front, which I don't agree with that at all. It's not very smart. It can go down very easily. Supply depots have very low health. So this is a Baneling Bust. It's a very simple build. Anyone can pull it off, even if you're bronze level. I'm only a gold player, not that great, so anyone can do this. And tip for Terran, if they are able to hold this off, you pretty much are going to win the game. You have a huge advantage over the Zerg. You'll have way more harvesters, and basically it'll just turn out better for you in the end. So yeah, that's that. That's the Baneling Bust. Very quick, easy build. And that's going to be it for today. Hop signing out.